played since my cruise in
Come play on
October.
spell table.
That's not the same.
I understand, but
Playing on Discord is slow and dumb.
no, we're not playing on Discord. Apparently, you've never played on spell table, which means you
I have
haven't
to download
actually.
that. I keep
You don't have
forgetting.
to download it. It's all browser based.
Is it browser based? I need to get a camera. I could use my phone, I guess, for my camera.
You can. I don't ever know how to set it up.
But still, if we could play, then I would be very happy. I spent a lot of money on cards, and then we just stopped playing. So it's just
I usually play like once a week with another group of friends.
Look, you never say, "Hey, let's play." You complain about not playing.
well, that's
but
because
you
there's
never
two
say-
of us now.
We can play
fuck
anytime you
him.
want.
Yeah.
Really?
I have
I'm a good boy.
a couple of decks I made. I have the Edgar deck.
Go lay down.
My Prosper deck is pretty good. I just made a Runo deck like last month, and I'm
Look, I'd love
trying to
you.
make a Machias deck.
I have an Edgar Markov deck that's older, but with all the new Ixalan cards that came out, I upgraded it.
Just want to set the.
I've got a
game
couple
up.
other decks that most of my decks are. None of my decks are super crazy good, but all of them are at least
That's varnish.
at least pretend competitive.
Right. Some of the new Innistrad set had some good vampires. I actually pulled Dominating Vampire out of that, the white vampire. That it's so good.
I'm interested to see.
Edgar Markov is so fucking expensive now.
I'm
Yeah,
interested.
I got him before it popped up. I got him
You
like
got
two
him for free.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh, I
fucking-
remember. Yeah.
I
'cause
told
Ken's
Ken
a dumbass.
I told Ken I'd buy the deck off him for $50
Did you paint these or did they
because
come painted?
Yeah, no, those are.
he painted them.
I got a little willy nilly with the contrast paints on these.
Oh yeah. How
I
are
like
those?
it.
Did you use the speed paints yet?
I haven't. I want to buy them, but I can only buy the complete set because the
expensive.
starter set is only one different color than what the contrast paints I've already bought are.
Oh,
So there's no point for me to buy them.
I'm just getting back into painting
But-
out the tables done. I actually have some minis I'm doing. And the other campaign I'm running, they're in the Underdark still, and they're doing the side quest for a ghost, having to collect other souls. And at the end, when they return all the souls, I'm going to have them do a challenge for him. And he's going to be riding a ghost dragon, and they're going to fight the new ghost dragon from the, what's it called? From the new dragon book.
Painted all of this?
Oh, yeah, I can
Fizzband,
Yeah.
or whatever it's called, yeah.
I can paint
So
it
we're
all.
gonna try and fight that thing.
Get all the paint.
This mirror is actually really good.
I like this.
I'm
This is-
mostly
this is a
happy
lot of
with
detail
that.
in there. I
I'm
like
pissed
that.
off at myself on the fire
I'm just like,
because I did
books are
the
red.
doors with fire, and then I was like, "Oh, the red wash looks decent on that. I'll put it on that." And I'm like, "Oh, it settled
Yeah.
really bad."
It's okay, you can always hit it with highlights.
Yeah. Well, originally what I wanted to do, because I primed it black and then I put like 4 coats of white paint on it to have a base. I was going to airbrush it so that I could get some object source lighting. And then I was like,
That's a lot of
I
work.
just want to be done with
Yeah,
this.
that's a lot.
Because it's the only piece I would have used
That's
the
a lot.
airbrush
That's a
on.
lot of work. Yeah, you could have put it on the candles too. That stuff.
Fuck that. They're way too tiny to try and do that, especially because I had everything else painted before I did the candles.
Alright, how are we playing this?
I'm working on that. So, I have not used the app yet. Allegedly.
Oh, there's an
Yeah, because you can actually, the app is set up so you can play one player if you want.
Oh, okay.
Because every adventure, all 4 heroes have to be played. They're all balanced for 4 people. So if you play with less than 4 people, you have to have someone control multiples. And since
So do we have those cards?
when everybody's here, I'll be running the game. I'm going to try and play. Yeah, all the cards are in there.
Those are your quests.
Honestly, I bought the bundles for the fucking dice because they're gorgeous.
Are they?
I don't have it in here,
Ah.
but they're like a deep blue with white
are not
numbers,
people.
and then they like spattered neon pink and blue paint all over them.
That's pretty nice.
And they're like, and you can tell they did it after the fact because it's on top of the numbers and it's got a texture to it.
I don't know where these heroes are, so there should
I
be
got the
4.
1-up dice coming at some point. Once I finish the campaign in like a week.
Who are?
The 1-up, there. It was the one campaign that had like the Mario dice and the Zelda dice.
That's the.
And then they
turn-on
got
stuff.
canceled
There's-
because of copyright, so they made like imitation, like it's
yeah.
a shield instead of, it just says like hero instead of Zelda.
They never should have just. They should have just said hero in the first place, and they wouldn't have to.
What are these different guys? It probably doesn't really matter. I'll pick this thing.
It does matter for.
Oh, does it?
So, the individual heroes
Jesus Christ, the Alpha's pretty good.
do have some different abilities.
The Wizard looks like he's straight ass garbage.
The Wizard has more spells. Because there's 4 spell books you can choose from.
Oh, jeez.
The Wizard chooses first, the Elf chooses the second set, and then the Wizard gets the other 2 that are left over.
Oh, okay.
The Barbarian does smashy face bullshit.
Looks like he's got a hard body.
Yeah. And the Dwarf can disarm traps without tools.
It's pretty cool.
So does everyone want to be?
I picked the Wizard.
I do not care.
You know what? I'll go Smashy Smash.
I really wish
I rarely
that
go Smashy
bought
Smash.
the fucking
I don't know what this is, but I'll pick this one.
special Pulse
Elf?
edition of this game. That
I don't know what I'm
the
doing. Okay.
Kickstarter
I don't
version of the
either.
game, because you got 3 extra classes
No.
that were never in the, you get a Bard that's an Orc and looks ridiculous, the Warlock, and a Druid. And you get an alternate sculpt for the 4 main that's gender swap, among other shit.
Alright, so that's its attack dice. He's got 1. Defend dice. He's got 2. The Wizard is the weakest. Okay. Do we need to fill out the sheet?
Yes. Do we have pencils?
I can get us pencils.
Okay.
We'll have to see
I
if
feel
that
so dirty. I'm ripping it off.
Oh no. Why does it feel
Return of the Witch Lord. We'll have to see if that.
Do we
I have
pencils?
that.
Oh, you have that one.
Yeah.
All right.
I have everything that's available currently
I didn't know if they did
that's been
new ones
released.
or.
However, I'm probably not going to buy any more because everything is available online, and there's a ton of homebrew shit and 3D printing community stuff.
That's how I feel about D&D sometimes. I can find the book online as a PDF.
Yeah.
I have
Like,
a bunch of the PDFs.
There's a
for
guy,
that
if you
time, so-
go on YouTube and search Hero Quest Print and Play, he has his entire
I
set
got 2 pencils, 2 pens.
is
Nice.
all print and play. And
What?
he,
use pens with kind of thing.
like his board, he
Can.
printed onto like
Fine, you can
chipboard
make a pencil, I'll
and
use the
all of
pen.
his miniatures.
If I'm ever
are,
DM and you use a pen on your
like,
thing,
paper
your stat will never
minis,
change.
they look really good.
Like level 1, if you're level 1 and your modifier is +2, you'll be level 70 and your modifier will be +2 because you wrote it in pen and
That's
I'm
why I
your
use
DM.
D&D Beyond. You don't have to keep track of
'Cause-
that shit.
Well,
that's my homebrew rule. If I'm DM and you use a pen, your stats never change. Your HP is 4 when you start because you're a wizard. Guess what? It never changes because you wrote in pen.
My guy's
And
name
I'm a
is
dick.
Sir Magic Man. Wizard.
I guess in this it doesn't really matter. They're throwaway sheets.
what's
but-
your name?
It's like Sir Magic Man. He's a wizard. He's a man.
He learned how to name things from CD.
He's got magic. It's hyphen though.
Okay, well, there's
Magic
Oh, no,
Man.
there's 10 in here. Oh no, there's 14 quests in the core game.
Weapons. He's got a dagger. Nice. Dagger. And he's got no armor.
same.
Body points.
See how it is.
Where do we find all that stuff?
The time sheet.
Oh.
It's right here.
Have a pen.
Let's see. Starting points. Mind 2.
I'm an idiot.
Body 8.
There you go.
Fed dice 2.
Which
Attack dice 3.
where are the spell books that we picked from?
They are in.
String weapon, broadsword.
I think they're in this section.
Armor, none. Naked.
Naked boy.
Naked with a sword.
That's all you need.
I have a short sword and no armor, so I'm right there with you.
I have a big sword.
Two-handed one. I got a one-handed sword.
Oh, are each of these a book? Like this is
Yeah.
a book. This is a book. Okay.
You know, it'd be really convenient if the game also included in the first quest a tutorial of how to play. Oh, they changed the bunny rabbit dice. They're not. Oh wait, no. Yes. Yeah, they changed the bunny rabbit dice. That's a shame.
Fire's probably gonna be very destructive. That's a guess.
I think the recommended is the wizard takes the fire book, the elf takes the earth book, and then the. It's fair. I'll join you eventually. Once
What
we
kind
get
is that?
the game underway.
Isaac something aged in like port barrels.
That makes sense.
When I start working again, I'm gonna buy a bottle of.
Because this one lets
Bring
you
over
affect
here.
yourself, and then
It's
actually you can try it if you want.
Bottle idea. It's Scotch, but it's aged in a rum cask.
Okay.
It's not bad.
I usually don't like the ones in port barrels, but this is actually pretty nice.
They when they're making it, they order rum from the Caribbean,
Mm-hmm.
and they pour the rum into new casks and sell it back.
There you go.
And then they take the rum cask they had rum in them, and they put the Scotch into there and let them age in that, so it gets a sweeter, smooth taste to it. Prices come down; they're only $50 a bottle now instead of $70 when I first started buying them.
CB's watching. He's a bunch of nerds. Nerds. All right, so you got to get your magic books, right?
Yeah, I gave the rest.
Now, do I get magic books?
You get to
get
pick
one,
one
and
of
then-
those, and then he gets the remaining.
The other two.
Looks like there's.
There's a lot.
There's
Oh,
four
there's-
books in total.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's
They're
different
separated
types.
by
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So air
I was like, there's
spells,
more than
earth
two
spells.
cards there.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I must use air.
Was it
And
Airbender, Earth, Wind, Fire?
The little card
So there's-
tells you the actions you can do in a turn.
So he gets 3 books total.
Yes.
Okay.
He
Well,
gets whatever's left.
apparently I get magic.
Of magic
Yes.
for your sword is no.
I didn't know
defense
that.
lines.
I'm gonna be an air spell user. Can I read what they are?
See what?
It's pretty bad if you couldn't read what
Yeah.
spells you're gonna cast.
I'm gonna use this.
Yeah. The only thing I don't remember is how spellcasting works, but
It
there's
says
a
right here, cast a spell on a hero, including themselves or a monster they can see. So you can attack.
right. But I don't. I'm
Oh,
assuming
I'm
it
assuming
has
you
to
can
do
only
with
do.
mind.
I'm assuming you can only do one of these per turn.
You
either
can
attack
move
or-
and then perform an action, or perform an action and then move. And you can't break up your movement.
Okay.
And you roll to move.
I don't know where this mind thing comes into play.
That's what I'm trying to figure
None
out.
of these reference mind.
I'm wondering if mind is like you can cast this many spells before, or in an adventure.
Let's see. Mind reflects the hero's wisdom, intelligence, resistance to magic influence. I think your mind might just be for if other things cast spells on you.
Maybe.
Okay. Well,
There are 4
considering I
groups of
pick spells without actually reading what the spells do.
That's fair.
Gonna be good.
He just likes daring.
Apparently. I suppose we don't need the quest book since.
We don't know how many body points we have, right?
You do.
You do.
It's on your guy.
So-
My guy has 4.
I have 8.
Should say right.
It's his starting point, body 6, but
Yeah. You start with 4 body
so
points.
about here.
Yeah.
I think you check it off, but I'm not certain.
On the thing right here, it had you.
It had-
It showed
it had starting
writing it
body
in
points.
and then crossing it off. As
Oh,
you
so
go.
you-
Yeah, so it's like a body points you write down, and then how many lost, whether you heal and stuff, and then
Oh, okay.
every time you lose, you just cross it off.
That's how you do it. I thought you had to write it up here in the top.
Oh, you have to roll to move. Roll 2 red dice and move. Careful in the corridors and the rooms go 1 by 1. Okay. You cannot pass over monsters or move through walls unless you have the spell that says you can move through walls.
Yes.
You may pass over other heroes. You may only enter rooms through doors. You may not share a square with another hero or with a monster except when you are on the stairs or in a pit trap. Looking is not one of your 6 actions. You may look for free. On your turn, you may move adjacent to a closed door and ask Zargon to open it. Zargon opens the door by removing the closed door piece and placing it in the open door.
Who's Zargon?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, the computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's who's ever running the game is Argon.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't know if it was like the fairy that goes around with Zelda. Or like, hey, listen! Hey, listen!
You're only adjacent and across, not diagonal, apparently. You can only tap one weapon at a time. As a hero, you must roll the white combat dice to attack a monster and roll a dice dependent on the weapon you are using. Check your character sheet for your attack strength. If you fail to roll any skulls, your attack fails. Each skull that is rolled is considered a hit, resulting in 1 point of body damage.
Okay.
The monster can defend. By rolling its defense, each black shield negates 1 damage.
So similar to Arcadia Quest then. You roll attack and roll defense.
Many monsters are killed with only 1 hit. Some monsters, however, require more than 1 hit. For monsters requiring more than 1 hit, tracked using skull tiles. If a monster survives the attack, it cannot attack the hero back until Zargon's next turn. Okay.
Let's just jump in and see where it takes us, I guess.
Yeah.
We gotta watch the best Hero Quest video ever first.
Oh, the elf can use its thing to poke diagonally.
You can poke things.
Fucking Amazon.
Its staff.
You can poke all the things.
Isn't that the wizard?
What?
Doesn't the wizard have? Oh.
Oh yeah, the wizard has a staff.
So you can poke things too. A big sword, can I poke things?
I don't have a staff though.
I don't know.
Not yet. I have a dagger.
It's the mentor's greeting.
And the long sword.
Shadows only hint. The vast number of books and scrolls. The fire burns warmly, but casts little light into Mentor's study. The flickering shadows only hint to the vast number of books and scrolls that fill the many shelves.
Oh, each book only used once per
Mentor walks
quest.
over to the fire. Well, my
So can you
friends,
cast every one of your
training
spells
is
and mine
complete.
means nothing, or
You are not yet true heroes.
It's so fucking weird.
You have yet to prove yourselves. But first, let me tell you of Zargon. Many centuries ago, Zargon was my apprentice. The young sorcerer worked hard and learned quickly, but impatience devoured Zargon, who wanted to learn more powerful magic. I spoke of the dangers and cautioned patience, for in time my apprentice would become a great sorcerer. But Zargon could not wait, breaking into my study each night to read my spell books. The secrets held within them were great indeed. Upon learning these secrets, Zargon fled. When I caught up with Zargon, I found my former apprentice greatly changed, having pledged allegiance to the great powers of dread. Fool! Zargon saw magic